Welcome to the Double E Cup Series Season 4. We're at Atlanta Motor Speedway for race number 8, the finale of Season 4. That's right, this is the final race of the season. We have 8 drivers still with a mathematical chance of winning, and we'll get to them in a second. As we overlook the great mile-and-a-half speedway where we'll be racing today, there are your 3 past champions of the first 3 seasons, and today we'll be adding another one to that list, and it will be one of these drivers you see here. Let's take a look at some of our top contenders. Our points leader, Jimmie Johnson, he starts second today. He has a 4-point lead over Tony Stewart, who starts a little bit further back in the field. See some other guys there like Matt Kenseth and Kyle Busch. They have chances at the championship as well. Jeff Gordon over there is 18 points back. A lot of these guys are going to need a lot of help to catch up, but Tony Stewart here, who starts just inside the top 10, he's only 4 points behind Johnson for the lead. Hamlin there is only 7 points behind Johnson for the lead, so really they're the only 2 with a really legitimate chance of this title. The other guys are going to need some caution, some crashes in front of them if they want to try and beat the 48, who has a 4-point lead in the standings. And so with that, let's go and look at our total starting lineup for today's race. On the pole is Kyle Busch. Along with him is Jimmie Johnson, our points leader. And then we have Matt Kenseth and Brad Keselowski in row 2, along with Jeff Gordon and his teammate Dale Earnhardt Jr. And then in row 4 we have Jeff Burton and Tony Stewart, who's another championship contender. And then we have Kevin Harvick and Greg Biffle, along with Casey Kane, our defending champion, and Joey Logano. And then we have Denny Hamlin, who's third in points, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And then we have Jamie McMurray and Trevor Bayne, along with Eric Almirola and Austin Dillon. And then we have Marcos Ambrose and Carl Edwards, along with Juan Pablo Montoya and Casey Mears. And then we have Clint Boyer and Ryan Newman, along with Danica Patrick and Brian Vickers. Then we have Martin Truex Jr. and Paul Menard towards the back. And rounding it out is the 3 car, the other Dylan. So there's your starting lineup. Here are your point standings. You see Johnson has a 4-point lead over Stewart. Jimmie Johnson can clinch with a first or second place finish today. Tony Stewart, though, would need to win that race if that was to happen. And here is your race info. It's a 10-lap race, 29 cars, and Kyle Busch is ready to lead us to the green in the finale. Green flag is in the air here at Atlanta. They're on lap 1. Kyle Busch jumps out into the early lead. Johnson's going to hold on to second there. Kenseth underneath Keselowski for third as they head through 3 and 4. Now Johnson gets a little wiggle, our points leader, off of 4. And now Matt Kenseth will move into the second spot as Kyle Busch leads. And Busch gets sideways and moves up the racetrack there down the backstretch. Kenseth draws even with him for the lead. Busch still slipping back now. 3 wide for second, our points leader right in the middle. Kenseth leads by a car length. Jimmie Johnson is in second, and there's a spin. And it's Brad Keselowski. He comes right back across the track and hits the outside wall. Caution is out on lap number 3 for a non-championship contender in Brad Keselowski, but he was running 5th, and it looks like he got turned by Dale Earnhardt Jr. heading into turn 1. And a good job here by Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin and some of the rest of the field on not hitting him when he slid right back up the racetrack, right into oncoming traffic. And so an early caution here on lap 3. Here's where we'll restart on lap 5 now. Jimmie Johnson's still second, so he's still your championship leader, as Brad Keselowski will be done for the day. And here's the restart. Kenseth, your new leader. Johnson is outside. Green flag back on lap 5. Now here comes Jeff Gordon, going to look from third. He's going to try and take the lead down the backstretch. Kenseth by about a half a car length as they head into 3 and 4. Gordon gets loose, makes contact with Kenseth. He falls back to 6th, as now it's Jimmie Johnson trying to look underneath Jeff Gordon for the race lead. So they head off a 2 now. Johnson by a nose. Gordon coming back on the outside. Tony Stewart has now moved into the top 5 as there's the field goes by. Here's a big mess right here in turns 4. And there goes Denny Hamlin, a championship contender, along with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And our second caution of the race is out on lap number 6. Look at the replay. This is a huge mess. 3 wide all over the place. And it looked like McMurray Almirola made contact, got into Hamlin, and he spun down in front of Stenhouse. And Hamlin, who was third in the points coming in today, he is now out of the race and out of championship contending. Johnson still holds the points lead right now, and Denny Hamlin, like I said, is eliminated from championship contention. We will have 3 laps to go here when we restart. We are on lap number 8. Jimmie Johnson is running second. Again, he can clinch with a top 2 finish. Tony Stewart now the only guy with a shot to beat him. So here we go. Green flag back in the air with 3 laps to go. Gordon leads. Tony Stewart already making it 3 wide there. He's looking for the 3rd spot. But that outside lane gets a good run on the top side. Jimmie Johnson trying to take that lead from Jeff Gordon, who gets a little sideways, and Jeff will fall into second. Johnson leads with 2 to go. Tony Stewart looking for fourth. He'll get it. Dale Jr. looking underneath the 2 leaders. Gordon wants that lead back. He goes to the bottom on Johnson. Now from third, Dale Jr. slips up and scrapes the wall. He falls back. We're on the white flag here. Gordon looking to the inside of Johnson. He slides up. They make contact. Gordon and Johnson make contact, and Tony Stewart slips through from third. Tony Stewart in the lead by 2 car lengths, and he's going to come over turn 4 and win the DE Cup Series Season 4 championship. On a last lap pass between the 2 leaders. I don't know what just happened. It looked like Jimmie Johnson was in full control to just coast to the victory. Even if he didn't win the race, he was in the top 2. He was going to clinch the championship, and it looked like he and Jeff Gordon made contact. Now he's going to have a few words with the 24 car on pit road. As Jimmie Johnson got extremely loose, hit the wall, made contact with the 24 car off of turn 2, and Tony Stewart slipped through to win the race and the championship. Let's see what happened again. Looks like Gordon slipped up in front of the 48, got loose. They made a little bit of contact, and Tony Stewart, with a bold move, just slips right in the middle. He knew he had to win this race if he wanted to win the championship, and he did just that. Take a look at it one more time. You see Gordon drives in really hard. You saw him do this earlier against Matt Kenseth. He just gets a little loose in the middle of the corner, slides up in front of Jimmie Johnson. They both get out of the gas enough. Stewart's able to catch up, and then right there, they make contact, and Johnson scrapes the wall. Gordon has to check up big time, and Tony Stewart just slips right in the middle. Kyle Busch was able to get into second as well, but that's not enough, as the 14 car there of Tony Stewart is your Season 4 championship. As he celebrates his first and only win of this season, but it was a big one, as Tony Stewart and DJ Curtis win your Season 4 championship. A great performance by them, a crazy final lap. As here are your final results. DJ Curtis becomes the 4th different champion in the 4 years of DE Cup Series. You saw Benito GR in the finishes 6th. He won 2 races this year, which was more than any other driver, but he had a tough break there on that last lap when he ran in with Cody Hagan in the 24, and he fell back to 6th in the final positions and 2nd in the final point standings. Here's the rest of your results. You saw TV Box 53 started this year off strong, but did not finish it off well, as he will take a hit in the points. Here are your final point standings. DJ Curtis is your champion. The 48 of Benito GR does finish 2nd, and Carson Hay 14 is 3rd. You saw, like I said, TV Box 53 came into the today 3rd in points. He comes out 7th. Tough final race for him, but still an overall good performance. Defending champion from last year, Brock Johnson, in the 5. He finishes 11th in points this year. Not too bad. Was not able to defend his title, but still had some decent runs this season. As here's the rest of your field. A lot of these guys join midway through the season, as we have that just about every year. I don't really know why, but we do. And that's the end of DE Cup Series Season 4. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's race at Atlanta. And congratulations again to DJ Curtis for the victory. And thank you to everyone who supported this series and helped make Season 4 a great success. I could not make these videos without your support and subscriptions, as I do this just for you guys. And that's all for Season 4. I hope you enjoyed it. Next season will be up whenever, and please subscribe for more NASCAR videos, because I will be continuing this theme in the future. But that's all for me. See you guys later.